on, guys? This is Freak with the channel Frost and Fist, and I want to welcome you to another episode of
Freaky Friday.
Right. And what?
Friday.
Yes, Freaky Friday. We get it. Anyway, guys, want to welcome you to another episode of Freaky Friday, and I've got a little hobby update of what's going on with Freak. What's been happening with Freak? Couple of things, but first of all, I wanted to thank all of you who have been really supportive and given me a lot of comments on our YouTube channel. And one thing I want to apologize that I've not been able to reciprocate as much as I'd like to. As you can see, I'm actually in a hotel room again. I've been in Austin all this week, been doing a lot of traveling. Of course, the last 2 weeks prior, I've been sick, dealing with kidney stone, and then of course, a different type of backache. Anyway, just stuff that's been slowing me down. I really do appreciate Mythos for reaching out to the community, and he's really good about that, being able to connect with you guys and reply to a lot of your comments and your videos and all that stuff. I am trying my hardest to try to catch up or even get to as many as I possibly can with my limited time restraints. But again, please understand that it's not that I'm just trying to blow you guys off or don't care. It's just that my schedule really changes so much, and I don't have that luxury to be able to, watch every video and comment on them as much as I really would like to. But I really am trying to get out there. So again, please understand my position. Anyway, so what's going on with Freak? So a couple of things that I've been working on, and this is more of a hobby update than anything, like what's been happening with Freak. I've been between traveling and being in pain and all that stuff. I've been steadily busy working the hobby. And but I'm going to throw this back up because it was pretty fun to do, and it goes along with my hobby update. So you guys remember my last Freaky Friday? I shared with you the Land Raider that my friend James gave to me along with the 10 Terminators. I've already got 5 Terminators painted. I showed you guys that in a previous video, and of course the Land Raider. Really cool thing. I've got 5 more Terminators to put together, but I'm not quite ready to paint those yet. Again, that was a really cool thing. Turned out really nice. But right after that, my friend Cy, when I went and met up at the game store, he showed me his really cool Dark Angels. He plays Dark Angels. A really cool bike with his which is his guy Samael. Anyway, a really cool jet bike, and it was not painted. It was still gray. Typically, he'll spray some paint on it. But this one, he said, I don't want to do anything with it because I don't want to mess it up. And I said, well, would you mind me taking a crack at it? And he was really delighted. I didn't charge him anything for it. I really wanted to do this because he's just a cool guy. Cy is one of those guys that he will give a shirt off his back for you if you ask. I mean, he's just a really giving guy, really nice guy, and it was a pleasure to do this for him. Anyway, so I'm gonna put this up and I'll kind of talk it over real quick. Of course, Cy loves medieval looks, and one of the things he said is that he says, "Freak, I would like my armor to resemble that of a knight," which is really cool. And I'm like, okay, I think I can do that. He goes, so I want his armor plating to be, look like armor plating, of a medieval knight, I guess. Anyway, and I said, that's going to be interesting. So this is what I got, and I'll show you what I have. Look, you can see I dry brushed his armor, a silverish with lead belcher a little bit, kind of give it more of that medieval look. And also, again, because his theme is a green and silver plate metal, I wanted to keep that consistency of his Dark Angels look. But also, one thing that turned out really cool was that power sword. I looked up a couple of videos on how to put it together, and man, this one, I think, in my opinion, turned out to be really nice. So I'm really proud of how that power sword came out. That was my second attempt to do a power sword. Actually, it's my first attempt to do a power sword, second attempt to actually do a paint job on the sword. The first one was more of a flame sword, and I don't think it came out as well as I would have hoped. But regardless, it was a good attempt. But this one turned out to be really, really nice. As you can see, there's the transition, and it just looks really cool. Anyway, I also painted the intricate wires and cables that lead to the plasma gun underneath his jet bike. And I tried to do as many little details as I could. So really happy how it turned out. But my thing was, how would he react? And when I brought it back the following Friday, gave it to him, handed it over, he was ecstatic. He was like really, really, really happy to see it, and he was thrilled on how it turned out. So I only wish that I was able to do a little more. When we do work like that, we're self-critical, and I sure was. One of the things that I noticed was, of course, the face could probably I could have done better work on the face. I'm still kicking myself on that one, but it is what it is. I probably could have put a little better highlights on it until next time, perhaps. But anyway, he was happy with the work, and that made me happy. The next project that I did was an attack bike. Once again, you guys hear me mention James. He's the guy who, again, gave me the Land Raider and those 10 Terminators. He came up to me and says, "Hey, could you please paint this, to put together and paint this attack bike?" Of course, talking to him and trying to get an understanding of what he wants, the color schemes. Everybody's got a different color scheme. Everybody wants stuff a little differently. And, basically he's a military guy, former military, but still bleeds Army. Good guy. And once again, he is just a really, really good guy. He gave me the Land Raider and Terminators. How cool is that? Anyway, I'm rambling, but so he wanted it that military, or that Army brownish khaki and the Army green look, Dark Angels, but he wanted to incorporate those two specific colors. I said, okay, I'll do my best. And so I'm going to show you some pics of what I was doing here. And as a matter of fact, here's what I was doing as I was assembling them, painting them, putting them together. And I had a little problem. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to give him the heavy bolter or the multi-melta. I was kind of tossing it up and down, and so I even sent him a question or a text, and he really didn't get back to me in time. And so, hey, I threw caution to the wind, and I decided to give him both. How did I do that? Well, I have been experimenting with magnetization lately, and I fell in love magnetizing now. Really cool deal. And as you can see, I was able to magnetize the heavy bolter and also his multi-melta. Really cool. So now he has the option to do both. So he can take either one that he wants. Anyway, as you can see, I pretty much painted the colors that he wants. That khaki look, it's more of the military, Army khaki, and the Army green that he really loves so much. And as you can see, I did the highlighting on that, and I also did some little edge highlighting where that green went as well to kind of make that pop a little bit. Now, he also really liked how my bikes had the mud on it, and he says, "Man, I'd love to have mud on my tires." Okay, mud it is. So as you can see, I put mud on his tires, and so I sent him the pics, and he actually said he was more than happy with how they turned out. And this actually was my very first commission. I decided not to charge him for those, for that job, because hey, he gave me the Land Raider and those Terminators, and I felt like I owed him, something in return. So I gladly did it, at the cost of the Land Raider and the Terminators, if you will. And he liked it, and so I can't wait. I've not been able to make it to the store, but I can't wait to hand these off to him, and hopefully he can get them to play, and hopefully he can tear some butt with that thing, because it looks pretty cool. So hopefully you guys agree. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed painting that attack bike. Okay, so what's next? I'm glad you asked. The next thing that I've been working on, next projects, I got a couple projects actually. The one that I'm working on right now is I'm trying to get 5 more tacticals put together. And what I did was, it's been a long time since I've actually painted tacticals for myself in my Imperial Fist colors. And I decided to go ahead. This is my first airbrushed Space Marine tactical unit that I've ever done. I haven't done one since, again, the very first time I got my first tactical set at the very, very beginning. As a matter of fact, I shared that in earlier videos of Frost and Fist. So there's a big difference on how my hobby or my, how my skill has progressed. And I was very, very stoked with the difference. And I'm going to show you to you right now. Here's a tactical Marine, and you can see, the colors are a little more vibrant, based so much better. Really like how he turned out. Love this guy. So this guy's going to be the model of my other tactical Marines that I'm putting together, the other 4. And of course, I'm doing something a little different. I don't have the pictures to show you, but what I'm doing is I'm going to take one of the sergeant, and I'm magnetizing a couple of options. As a matter of fact, he'll have a power fist, he'll have the power sword, he'll even have a different power fist with a different action. Like most power fists are closed-fisted, right? Well, this one is kind of like, reaching out to you, like, and, which is really cool. And then, of course, with his other hand, he'll have the bolt pistol, what else? Grav gun, or grav pistol, and little things. Anyway, but the cool thing about this one is that he will be robed. Now, again, he's just a tactical sergeant, nothing fancy. He's not going to have any extra skills just because he's robed. I just like the robe. By the way, Brother Sai gave that robed torso to me. He says, here, do what you want with it. I was like, okay. He's going to be one of my sergeants, and I'm going to name him Sergeant Sai. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so I can't wait to show that to you guys once I get it up and painted. But that's kind of on my to-do list on my painting. Anyway, but that tactical Space Marine is kind of like what I'm basing off my next tacticals, and once I get that done, it'll help me get closer to the type of formation that I want to play. Okay, the next 2 things that I do have that I have on my plate, and I don't know which one to start on yet. Actually, I'm leaning more onto one. I've got the Librarian that Wolf Brother Mythos have given me, which is really, really cool. I'm reading more on the rules of the Psyker phase and the rules that go along with that type of gameplay for Librarian, and it's exciting that it's going to expand my gameplay a little bit. But of course, I need to learn more. I'm digging up more information. I've got my rule book. I'm still learning it, but I'm hoping perhaps to put that one together maybe first. Because I also have the Land Raiders Crusader that I purchased, this was 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago already. Wow, I can't believe it's been that long. So anyway, I shared that with you guys in a previous video when, I think it was my last Freaky Friday. So 2 weeks ago. Didn't have one last week, so 3 weeks ago, yeah. Anyway, so I have that Land Raider Crusader still wrapped up in the cellophane. Haven't even pulled it out yet. But I'm thinking, I already have a Land Raider now. maybe if I hold off on that and work on the librarian, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you think I should do the librarian first, let me know in the comments below. And if you think I should do the Land Raider Crusader, because you know the difference between a Crusader and the regular Land Raider. Regular Land Raider has las cannons for sponsons, and of course, this one I have is pretty lean. And then, of course, there's also the limitation on the transportability, right? While the Crusader, you can actually take more troops and has the Hurricane Bolters as sponsons, and of course has the turrets in the front and all that good stuff. Just comes really equipped for badassery. I invented that word. Anyway, so tell me what you guys think. Should I do the Land Raider first or the Librarian first? I'm leaning more to the Librarian, but I'll leave it up to you guys. If you tell me the Librarian will be next. If you tell me the Land Raider will be next. So really looking forward to hearing that from you guys. And that is pretty much it for me. My goals are to learn and brush up more on the rules and get some more games out. Working as crazy as my schedule's been, I've not been able to put a lot of game time, but I'm hoping to do something here, get a little more games in as I can. Failed to mention, this Saturday, we are going to celebrate our 200 subscribers. I know we're way behind. We're 228 right now. But anyway, I told Mythos that we would do a sushi bash party if we were hit to 200. And this was when we were like 130 or 140 subscribers. We had 200 a while back, and so we want to celebrate. And we all love sushi. We're big sushi buffs. So I said, look, I will go ahead and get the sushi. I'll roll it together, put it together, and invite you, your family. We'll have Darklight Dreamer, and just have a good time. And we're going to have a special guest to sort of kind of be a part of that celebration. So we're going to share that along with you as well. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. But anyway, it's been a really nice ride so far, guys. Doing this channel with my wolf brother Mythos. I consider him as one of my best friends, and it's been a very fun journey. And I look forward to more in this upcoming new year, 2017. And look forward to getting to know you guys a little more. Hopefully I can get a better handle on what's going on around me and being able to, interact with more of you guys as time goes on. So that's what's going on with me, and hopefully, guys, I will have another Freaky Friday for you the following week. I'm going to try to be as consistent as I can be. So in either case, guys, hey, thanks for watching, and hey, keep your freak on.